Whatever the norms of politics once were, for better or for worse, they're all out the window.
Was there ever a time when you drank so much that you couldn't remember what happened?
No, I remember what happened. You've probably had beers, Senator, and
you had people in that group that were there to protest the taking down of, to them, a very, very important statue and the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name. George Washington was a slave owner. So will George Washington now lose his status?
If you think any of this wonkiness is going to deal with this dark psychic force of the collectivized hatred that this president is bringing up in this country, then I'm afraid that the Democrats are going to see some very dark days.
But there are still a few constants in presidential politics.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about 5 degrees below zero with the wind chill. There are 3,000 frozen media members in downtown Des Moines, and there are enough satellite dishes in this town to dial up Mars. It can only mean one thing. It's Iowa caucus night!
And one of them is that on the winding roadmap to the presidency, Iowa gets to go first.
The first real test of the presidential year, the Iowa caucuses.
The Iowa caucus.
Iowa, first in the nation.
2020 is going to be a long presidential season of candidates jockeying to prove they can not only beat Trump, but be the future of the Democratic Party. And it all starts in Iowa, which is why Vice News is going to spend a lot of time there, traveling all over the state and talking to people as they get inundated with stump speeches and pork chop dinners and selfie ops by all the many, many people who want to be president. We'll be breaking down the caucus itself and how Iowa came to be the holy grail of presidential politics. We'll also be telling in-depth stories about what people are fighting for and what they want our next president to fight for too. Racial equity, the right to health care and education, a real strategy to address the climate crisis, essentially the future of the U.S. as it stands at a crossroads, and the outsized influence this one Midwestern state still has when it comes to the presidency.
Iowa. Caucus.
who are you caucusing for tonight?
Now, if I lose Iowa, I will never speak to you people again.
2020 is the most high-stakes race in at least a generation, and we're going to take you to the starting line.
God bless Iowa.
Iowa, thank you.
I'm Antonia Hilton, and this is Uncommitted from Vice News and Spotify.
It's Iowa caucus night! Let's party!
Our first episode drops November 12th. Listen on Spotify.